Hi and welcome back to Trudy's English Nexus. I'm Trudy, and in this video you'll learn the answer to the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I'll tell you how to what to say correctly and what not to say to this top 10 question. As well, you'll want to stay until the very end where I reveal my number one special tip to get hired. Interviewers have reasons for asking each question, and we're going to explore some of the reasons why interviewers ask this question, along with an appropriate tip for answering that question. So the first reason why interviewers ask this question is because they want to know if you're going to be a loyal employee. Do you really want to work with this company? So tip number one, don't say anything that will make them think that this is just a short-term job and a step to the next job. Number two, they want to eliminate candidates from consideration, so they want to find out how you feel about this position. Two, talk about this position and this position only. What are you going to learn from it? What are you going to accomplish in it over the next period of time? What do you expect to learn, gain, and use for the future with this company? Tip number three, don't talk about specific job titles, such as a manager. These job positions, these job titles might not be available in the future, so this is another reason why they might cut you. This guy needs to be a manager and we don't have a management position, so let's not consider him. So just talk about job responsibilities and what you can accomplish. Or talk with enthusiasm about this position, the one you're hiring for, the job you want. Number five, be honest but unique. Most hiring managers, when they ask this question, they don't expect you really to be honest. And 99% of candidates, when they answer this question, if they manage to avoid one of the pitfalls that I mentioned above, they're still going to give a standard, very boring answer to this question. So really what you want to do is say something unique and honest. This is going to capture the attention of the hiring manager. How do you do that? The last tip that I'm going to give you is so valuable and so powerful that I've made another whole video just to explain to you how to do this properly. Because when you do it correctly, the hiring manager is just blown away. He's just going to say, wow, this is amazing, and this is the candidate we've been looking for. Make sure you hit the bell to be notified when I release this new video. So tip number 6, briefly outline and explain what you plan to accomplish in the next 6 months, 3 months, 6 months to a year on the job. Start talking about the future and what you will accomplish in this company. Here's a sample answer of how to do that. I really wish I could look into the future and see what I'll be doing or where I'll be in the next 5 years, in 5 years' time. But unfortunately, I can't do that. What I can do is tell you what I plan to accomplish in the next 6 months to a year in this position. I put a lot of thought into this because this position is really important to me, and I'd like to share that with you. At this point, you can actually present them a prepared report, plan, if you want, of what it is that you will do. And all of a sudden, they're seeing you in the job. This is here you are. Instead of them having to connect the dots of your past experience, so he did that in the past, so maybe that means he can do this in the future. No, they don't have to do that anymore. They have it in front of them, exactly what you're going to do. And nobody else is doing this. So do you understand why this method is so positive and so powerful? Because you've essentially changed their focus from looking at what you've done for some other company and looking at the past. Now they're looking into the future, his future, the hiring manager's future, and seeing in a very concrete, visible way of what you will accomplish. And because no one else is doing this, you will stand out. You have to. Usually at this point in the interview, the focus stops being on the traditional questions. What did you do? Where did you go to school? All of that. And it all starts to focus on you and your plan and what you're going to do. And they'll be asking you more questions about what you're going to be doing and accomplishing. So it's very powerful. It's an excellent way to take control of the interview and get the focus on you as that person in that position. I promised I will be going into more detail in the next video about how to do this and how to prepare for this. But for now, you can just check out the job description that you're applying for. It's going to list the job responsibilities, what they expect of you, and combine that with your own experience and knowledge of the position, how you would act, what you would do, and you can start from there. Please comment below with any of your comments or questions about any of these tips that I provided today. I'd love to read them and respond to you. Also, if you'd like to review any of my other videos on this series of top 10 questions for your English job interview, check out my other playlists that I have. Do you really feel confident going into an English job interview without practice, without coaching? If you do, if you'd like to have some personal coaching, I'd be more than happy to set up a coaching time with you where we can work together to help you get that job. So please contact me at the Contact Us link below, and I'll be sure to answer your email as soon as possible. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.